Spring Creek, don't you see? Right there at the headwaters of love from the beginning of life, man. Well, guess who we met there, man? Sweet Mary J, man. In fact, she met us along the way and kept us company, man, you know, for a good 2/3 of the trail, man. She's such a sweetheart. And we love her so, that's why we call her Gateway to Paradise, don't you know? Because if you can fall in love with the Mary J and see that she's the love by which you come into play, then you can understand life and get on with it in a whole different way. And you'll never be desperate for love or money or good health ever again. Because that old world of desperation just simply dies away when Mary Jane's love comes out to play. So says the veritable Pope Mary Jane herself, in this personal person of Grandpa Coyote here on the Hazy Radio Network. Up the creek with old Grandpa today, man, and the old Pope Mary Jane. Now, I know it's kind of a joke, wouldn't you say? But a very appropriate one, and a very real thing in a metaphorical way, man. Because me and the Mary J, we've been together since back in the day, man. I think I was 19 when she swooped me up off the street and says, "I kind of like you, little man. You're kind of neat. Let me help you get straightened out here a little bit, though, okay?" Because, boy, I was screwed up back there in the day. Talk about young and dumb and restless, but, ooh, baby, able to go places where other people wouldn't go, man, and do things other people wouldn't do, especially at my age, you know. I mean, I was selling cars when I was 18 years old at a Chrysler Plymouth dealership down in California, man. And when I was 22, I was a failed executive from the movie industry and the theatrical exhibition part of it too, man. I'd been around a bit already, and that's when I became a true hippie. I mean, you know, you got to be dumb. You got to, you know, I always wanted to, like, somehow combine the worlds of business and beauty, you know, and you know, get people hippified in a communal sort of way. So we could take, like, the money and turn it into a good thing instead of such a piece of shit, you know, that made people so ugly and want to kill each other and backstab each other and one-up each other and power and hunger for, I don't know, all kinds of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, man, talk about, I mean, enslavement. So, you know, but I danced between those worlds for a bit down there in my younger days. But finally the heart comes out and plays and says, "Nah, you've been too big of an asshole yourself. See how you sold out? Even when you didn't want to, even when you was trying to bring communal principles into the business world in a corporate sort of way, man. I tell you, I was rocking with it too, because I'm a good, gifted little sucker when it comes to bullshitting folks into doing what I want them to do and playing it my way. You know what I mean? That's how I got into such positions to begin with. I was walking the door cold-handed, man. Say, "Hi, I think I need to be a theater manager today, you know, because I've been working for this other movie company, and all these theater managers told me I should be." And they look at me and say, "Who are you, you diseased little Philistine? You know, I mean, you look like a Jewish guy because you got the nose, but that's outside of that. You don't belong here, man." But I still got my way with them, man. I had to be a little bit persuasive, you know, and work them a bit, you know. But I had that ability, that gift in those days. So I could get myself into any experience that way. You know what I mean? So when it was time to be, you know, a hotshot executive from my 20 minutes of brief limelight, well, I got to do that too, man, you know, but it was, such a thankless task, you know. But at least I got to do it. At least I got to be there. And I came really close to get my own film into production. I never did, but it was close, and it was like, you know, satisfying in its own right. And then one day, I saw an image of myself crossing the big screen, and I says, "You know what? I ain't done so bad after all, you know, and I'm still in that movie there." See, I could even bullshit myself that way as I was going out to be a real hippie and get out and play. And then finally, you know, you got to go to work. You got to do something, you know. I didn't want to sell out. Like I told you, L.A. to me back then especially was something that would eat me alive because I just didn't know enough about life yet, you know. So even though I had opportunity down there, I decided I didn't want to go there to live. I probably should have, but I didn't. You know, I would have died at 33, but boy, I would have lived one hell of a life, let me tell you. Oh, so instead I went back to trucking, and then I got down to L.A. all the time and didn't have to deal with all the one-upman shit and stuff. Just traffic and, some angry people at docks and shit every now and then. But, you get along, man. And I just love trucking in and out of the L.A. area, It's a big, vast territory. Includes Orange County. Oh, well, I included all the way down to San Diego, And because I'd get laid over down there a lot, then I got to know the country and the people quite a bit, too. And I had a great time there, man. I used to love hanging out at Venice Beach when I could get away with it, and other various places. I just love partying in L.A. But, boy, you couldn't pay me enough to live there. No way. But, in trucking, I got to kind of initiate myself in a little bit, which I did. Well, if I'd stayed in the movie industry in one way or another, just like everybody else in L.A., well, I would have been like, down there full time, full circle, and I don't think my soul could have stood that, because it just doesn't like being hemmed in like that. It likes being free, in the place where it nests, we fly far from the nest, and that's just the way us coyotes are. We're traveling critters. I'm amazed at how long I've sat still here in Crestonia, Colorado. I wonder if that isn't where some of this cancer came from that I had to deal with a while back. That, wow, because just from sitting still too long, I retired out of the trucks, but I didn't have to retire out of traveling, but I did. I needed some R&R time, some recuperation. I had been through a lot the last 20 years or so, let alone all the years before that. So it's been kind of a recuperative thing for me. But I know I'm in a regenerative state now, so who knows what might happen from here, though I do see it coming clear to get us a donut shop. And now I say this jokingly because Creston's nowhere near big enough to support a donut shop. Just don't have enough donut freaks here. Though we could develop it. We could get them hooked, man. I know how to do it, But, in all practicality, it also would have to be a bit of an eating joint, too. And of course, a performance center for good musicians. And, of course, a base where, the Coyote Medicine Show could originate live and spontaneous right there in front of your beautiful eyes. Instead of hitting out up here on the mountainside at 9,000 feet, we'll go down to 8,000 feet, man, and, party down with the natives, early in the day. That's the time to get it underway. When Grandpa comes out to play, wouldn't you say, especially down there at the Holy Donut, man. Yeah, it'd be WHOLE-EE or something like that. Donut, D-O-N-U-T, no O-U-G-H. That's, can the British shit get on with express lane, man? Life in the fast lane sure make you lose your mind, won't it? Oh, especially if you come down and eat a donut that's called Divine. Now, see, I used to market them under the trade name of God's Donuts, but that was like, it was good. I loved it, because it was real descriptive of the terminology of the product of the day. But it also kind of got in some people's way, So I said, okay, we'll just call them the whole donut, the Holy Donut, or the Divine Donut, or whatever we feel like today. So Holy, seems not to get in anybody's way, so let's do that, okay? Then I can call myself Pope Donut, as well as Pope Mary J, okay? And we'll sell donuts all across the USA. We'll quick freeze them after we, fried them up. We'll quick freeze them and ship them. Well, maybe we won't have to. Maybe we could, if we did them right. Now, I know one recipe that works for shipping, but, well, you can't do that with a yeast donut. It just won't work. You got to freeze those. But if you want to ship them, that is. And I did find a way to do it. It's just kind of expensive. So, we'll see. But, a little cake donut, they'll keep for a while. And, they're like if you do them right, it's like a little taste of divinity, a real divine experience, and sweetness and light and flavor and the love that your tummy has for the consumptive food you're made of, In other words, it would be an enlightening revelation for everybody. Anybody that took a bite of one of these holy donuts, man, would, of course, experience the wholeness of their heart, at least in a momentary way. Well, that's how we spread transformation from place to place and day to day, man, and get expansive, At the same time, we pick up a few dollars so we can show people what not to do with money and how not to do it, okay? Party on our place, man. We'll have free UFO park, and we'll have the biggest parking lot in the universe. We'll kind of adopt the whole valley out there, okay? I don't think the folks in the valley will mind if we, let you folks park here and there around the valley. As long as we let the sun shine in the daytime and stuff, they won't be too freaked out by all that. In fact, they're all invited too, man. We'll just have to, get one of those big spaceships, come down here and be base for our party, man, and agree not to go flying away while we're partying down, We don't want to wake up on some strange planet with some lizard lady or lizard dude and wonder how we got there and shit like that. No, we want to keep it earthbound, okay? So help us get this donut shop underway, man. We'll dream it. We'll put it on Dream Central over there at thecoyoteclub.com. Yeah, I'm having some fun with you too, babies, indeed. But if something wants to come of it, well, we need a gathering center here for the Vibe Tribe, don't we? Where you can come no matter what state we happen to be in a personal way. This is a commercial establishment, so we can still associate with one another, and we don't have to be at cross purposes because of it, you see. In other words, I can be as phony as a $3 bill. How about you? No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying it's okay. We get a donut shop underway and nobody has to play one-upmanship. Nobody has to play game. People just get in there and party down and have a good time. Early in the day, you sit around and you talk ethereally, You might sneak out to the back room there, wherever that may happen to be, up the hill probably. But anyway, and have a little toke on the MJ and, help enlightenment come your way. And then you sit down and enjoy coffee and a donut or maybe a jelly roll. Or maybe you just, you're an egg eater and you want, eggs and taters and stuff. Okay. Whatever you want is coming your way. But, as the day progresses, of course, the menus stay real light. We don't want to be a full-service restaurant. We're a gathering place, a donut shop, for heck's sake. We will have, donut omelets, things like that. We'll have donut sandwiches for lunch and donut soup for dinner, okay? And stuff like that. Okay, guys, you just got to wait and see. That's all I can say. Help me set it up, and, the spirits and the angels be with us, and it'll happen. And I really do think we'll, if we do something like this, like I said, I'm just pulling your leg a little bit now, but if we could pull something like this off, maybe you can help me, man. Get over there and buy some lottery tickets not lottery, what do you call them? Raffle tickets. We're having a charity raffle, man. The grand prize is getting to take a little vacation with Grandpa, at least a week of a camping trip on a magic bus of one sort or another to the magical country of the great Southwest. Though we could go anywhere in the West. We're not going outside of the west of the U.S., but we'll just, point ourselves in a good direction and see where the spirit do lead and where the heart wants us to pull over and have a good time, etc. I've made journeys like this before, and they're always magic. Even when they're tragic, they're magic, man. So, babies, you want to get a good thing underway in a lot of ways. Well, get over there and get some of these raffle tickets today. thecoyoteclub.com, and look for Windig with Grandpa. That's the page with that on there. And that's the more the more tickets you get, the better the odds are in your favor. But that doesn't mean it's going to be you. You've got to listen to your heart and say it don't matter. What matters is supporting a good cause and, helping good people have a great journey, and maybe at some time creating such a journey for ourselves, because we give ourselves a place to gather by, playing along with the little program here and getting a little charity raffle ticket from Grandpa. Now, I hope I'm, keeping this thing all in the legalized system. If anybody knows better, tell me, and we'll refine the process and make it nice and, picture perfect so we don't get in trouble with nobody. We are legally able to do this because we're like, a religious organization, man, but we don't practice no religion, do we? No. We're humanitarian, man. We're for everybody and everything that is, okay? We don't want anything else getting in our way, man. Enough is enough. So let's let the real angels come out and pay tribute today and honor your sweet Mary J. and let her help you expand and grow and get on with this medicine show you call life. Here at the headwaters of life, you got Grandpa taking a sweet drink, a cold drink of water out of the sweet springs of love. Man, you betcha, at the headwaters of Spring Creek, man. Ooh, the place where it all begins. So it is from the beginning, baby. Thank you for tuning in. We love you so, babies. I hope you just sweeten in this medicine, don't you know, and keep in that flow this whole weekend, baby, because it's Free Day Friday, and if we ain't set you free, we come mighty dang close to it, would you say? And the rest of it's up to you, so get out there and play. Have a good time with it today, okay? And don't forget, we are listener supported. TheCoyoteClub.com. Coyotes with a K and club is too. And Grandpa loves you. And I got to fix up that website this weekend to be a little more reflective of the Spring Creek energy now. Right. Spring Creek, Crick, Coke. Well, spring it up, babies. Have a great time. Ooh, Grandpa looks at you and all he sees is the sweet divine, man. The whole donut right there in your sweet eyes, babies. Ooh, oh, man, I'm so in love. So in love.